Hello, today I am reviewing Arc Rise Fantasia for the Wii. When I first saw this game, I was very excited. I saw footage on YouTube and I was blown away. And I was so happy when I got this game. And now, finally, today I am reviewing this game. There aren't that many JRPGs on the Wii, so if you're looking for a JRPG or you're really interested in those type of games, then this game is definitely a game you need to purchase. If only Nintendo were to release Xenoblade, Pandora's Tower, and Last Story, Operation Rainfall, then maybe we would have more RPGs. Just saying. The game has a decent story. It isn't really good, but it isn't really bad. It's just alright. This is the type of game with a story that will not mark you. In fact, couple of months after having played the game, you will probably forget the plot. You play as Lark Bright Lagoon, a mercenary for the Meridian Empire. When his airship is attacked by a bunch of fell dragons, Ark is sent overboard. Somehow he manages to survive, but then the fell dragon is about to explode, and it is stopped by Rifia, a diva from another country. She is clueless, by the way. Then you head to town, and it turns out you are the child of Issa and must collect Rogress and present a law to Issa. There are many plot twists in the game, so you never know which law is truly good. The voice acting for this game is absolutely horrible. Bad voice acting doesn't really bother me. I'll bear with it. But this one, I had trouble bearing with it because it sucked so much. The cutscenes are very nice visually, but they are ruined with the poor voice acting. One could almost say that it was done in one take. Well, that's just the way I feel. I feel almost no emotion emanating from the characters when they speak. The voices don't suit the characters either. As I've mentioned before, I really like the graphics. I first saw the opening cutscene and I was blown away. I thought it looked so cool. The first few cutscenes are really nice, but after that, the other cutscenes are just mediocre. I was kind of disappointed that the first cutscenes looked so nice, but then the other cutscenes looked mediocre. But the game is still visually nice. The environments are very colorful, and the town designs are very nice, and I really like it, and it has a nice RPG feel to it. I really like the battle system for this game. In fact, the battle system was the only thing that felt truly original. You have 3 members in your party, but most of the time you have a guest member, so it ends up being 4 members in the party. Of course there are other characters, but you can only choose 3 to use in your party for the fights. In the fights, you have a set of AP points that you use to attack. Each attack, or healing, or spell, or X-Attack, which is your strong attacks, take an amount of AP points. You will divide the AP points amongst your party to fight. So if you really wanted to, you could have one character do the whole fight, but that's not really recommended. So you would probably divide the AP points for every 3 members. The guest doesn't use the AP points and uses his own set of AP points, although you don't get to decide what the guest will use as his attacks. The magic system is good. You equip a set of orbs to your character, so you'll have like a wind orb level 3 equipped to your character so that he can use wind spells that are like level 3. So you have elements for each orb. Now I'm going to talk about the boss fights. They're actually really challenging, and you'll have to level grind just to fight the boss, just because they're so hard and you won't be able to beat them. The normal monsters that you fight are pretty easy, but you have to re-fight them just to get a high enough level just to beat the boss. I swear, sometimes you'll spend like 2 hours just level grinding, just so you can beat the boss. It's very annoying, and I prefer just doing a little bit of level grinding, not 2 hours of course, maybe like 20 minutes of level grinding, and then you beat the boss. But 2 hours is a lot. The controls are nice. I would recommend using the GameCube controller for this game because I prefer it over the nunchuck and Wii remote. I just find that RPGs feel more natural with the controller as opposed to a Wiimote. The soundtrack is good. The music sets a nice ambiance, but it still doesn't make up for the horrible voice acting. The game should take around 50 to 60 hours to beat. I did enjoy this game, although the voice acting was pretty bad. The story was alright, but I couldn't grow attached to the characters just because their voices were very annoying. The story was still pretty good, even though I was confused most of the time and didn't even know what was going on. In the end, I think I would give this game a 6.8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please feel free to subscribe, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment.